Welcome back. You're watching a Young Turks special. We are with the multi-talented Deepika Padukone and business leader Ananth Narayanan. Deepika, you know, you've been actively campaigning for mental health issues. How many lives has the Love Foundation impacted till date?
I wouldn't have the data, the statistics on me right now, but in fact that's something that we're working on. But just from the way the conversation in India around mental health has changed, I can definitely very confidently say that it has impacted and changed a lot of lives. Whether it's in the form of more doctors feeling confident to start practicing psychology, psychiatry, or whether it's the number of people who feel comfortable today to seek help in the form of a counselor or a psychiatrist. Whether it's the media and how much the media conversation around mental health has changed, whether it's the government funding in the last 2 years, or the fact that the World Health Organization this year is focusing on mental health. I think all of these things definitely, show that mental health has come to the fore. It should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, people are now coming out.
I wish we didn't have to wait for me to sort of speak and wait for. But I'm glad that it's happening now.
I understand both of you work for 12 hours on a normal good day. Do you get enough free time for yourselves? And if you do, what do you do then?
Look, it's about the quality of time. It's not about the quantity of time.
True.
I think you have to be present when you're there. So, for example, I don't work between 7 and 9 in the evening.
Okay.
And I'm with my kids. So I think that's what's important. And you're there for the moments that matter. I like wine. I collect wine.
You have what, 800 bottles in your house?
In Chicago, and 100 bottles at home. But I don't drink it all though.
Deepika, what do you do when you have free time?
I just enjoy being at home. Maybe it's a South Indian thing, I don't know. Or maybe it's the fact that I travel so much. Usually I'm constantly on an airplane. I'm constantly jumping time zones. So maybe it's that, I don't know. It's just, when I get the moment, I just enjoy being at home. If I get a slightly longer break, I enjoy going back to Bangalore, spending time with my parents and my sister and family. I enjoy cooking or just cleaning in the house. I just enjoy anything that requires me to be at home.
Both of you, brace yourselves. It's now time for the rapid fire. We'll go one by one. We'll start with you, Deepika. One thing that you love most about the movies?
The fact that I get to play so many different characters.
Okay. Ananth, profit versus scale. Choose one.
Profit. You have to create sustainable businesses. Scale will happen in India anyway. Okay,
Deepika, your style mantra.
Wear your personality.
Ananth, Myntra's mantra for success.
Create a great culture.
Deepika, Bollywood or Hollywood?
Films.
She's playing so safe. All right, Ananth, one book that every entrepreneur must read.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow. By Daniel Kahneman.
Deepika, one film that was the game changer for you?
I'd say Piku was a very important film in my life at various levels.
Ananth, if you were to characterize yourself in one word, what would it be?
Learner.
Learner. Okay. Deepika, my final question to you. If an autobiography were to be written about you, what would it be called?
All About You.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Great going, guys. Now tell us, how is 2017 looking like? We don't have a hamper, unfortunately. How is 2017 looking like, Ananth? What are the kind of partnerships you're looking at? You've opened offline store just last week, I believe. How is 2017 looking like?
2016 was an incredible year. 2017 for us is going to be an even better one. I think this is the year we want to get to profitability, like I said before. So we have inside Myntra, we have something called Mission Apollo. Landing on the moon. First large-scale e-commerce profitability company. So we're actually launching that. Second thing we're going to do is do the whole omni-channel bit. You actually started talking about it. I think we have two things. One is we opened a Roadster store in Bangalore. Which you'll hopefully visit next time you're there.
More stores in the pipeline?
Yes, more stores in the pipeline. I don't think it's a big offline play for us per se. But I think the brand stores that we're opening are for the private brands. So and essentially they're a representation of the brand. So the Roadster store, by the way, is incredibly technology enabled. There's a VR corner. There's giant touch screens everywhere. I think, while there's some amount of retail, a lot of it is about representation of the brand itself. You can be inside a brand video. And then the Mango Association is another, which is interesting. It's a strategic move for us. We've become the master franchisee for Mango in India.
And how soon would that happen?
From June onwards. So we actually have both offline and online rights, and that's going to be an experiment. We want to continue to innovate on how do we make, for example, Myntra a daily habit? How do we use technology to actually create a virtual style assistant? so that everybody gets personalized style tips. So I think there's lots of different things we're trying. So it's a combination of innovation and making all of that innovation come together to get to profitability. So it's profitability through innovation.
Any deadline you have? How many stores and where all are you planning to open?
Not really.
Okay.
I think we're going to, so the Mango stores, by the way, I think is 25 stores over the next 4 or 5 years. I think that's what we've agreed with Mango. I think on the private brands, I think, look, each of them we're working through. A Roadster, we've started one.
Sure.
Hopefully All About You in the next couple of years we'll actually start to do stores as well. But there it has to represent the brand identity. And it has to do it in a unique, non-traditional retail way. It shouldn't look like any other shop.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're trying to do.
What's 2017 going to be for you? Do you have any releases by the end of the year? Or?
Yes, hopefully Padmavati will release.
All right, we wish you the very best on that. Ananth, you know, when we spoke to you last on Young Turks, you spoke about the Myntra's Brand Accelerator program. Yeah. How many brands or businesses have you tied up with?
So 3 are very close to signing. In the next few weeks you should hear about them. There are 3 domestic brands which we're excited about, and I think there's almost 10 more in conversation.
Okay.
Again, I think it's a terrific way of changing the fashion ecosystem in India, because we're taking smaller brands and figuring out how to accelerate and grow.
Bollywood and entrepreneurship both are very competitive fields. You know, how do you both deal with competition or even failures?
Coming from a sports family, I fully understand in the truest sense what it is to lose or what failure means, and how you can make the most of even that, and turn it around into your, you know, into something positive and learn from that experience. And as far as competition is concerned, I think it's very important to understand your uniqueness. What is it that you have that somebody else may not have? Make that your strength. As everyone always says, I think as long as you're focused on what you have to do, I guess that's always irrelevant.
Ananth, you know, you have the conglomerates and joining the e-commerce bandwagon. You have Alibaba, you have Amazon. What is the strategy forward?
I don't think about competition.
Okay.
I also think about what do we do to actually create unique experiences for our customers. How do we actually create things that are different using technology? And how do we actually do new and innovative stuff? So I think if you keep looking at competitors, I don't think you'll do well. Online retail is 2% today in terms of penetration.
True.
Everywhere else in the world it's 12%.
Wow.
Okay,
there's a long way to go.
6x growth ahead of us. So we can keep talking about all competitors. I never comment on competitors firstly, but we can talk about all the competition. In reality, we are creating a market.
All right, Deepika, my final question to you. Any other businesses that interest you? Hospitality, wellness, and will you be looking at diversifying to other businesses in the future?
No, not right now. I think this was something that I'm passionate about, and this is really the only other thing other than films that I really do and I am passionate about.
Yeah.
So nothing in the pipeline, nothing that I'm thinking about. At the end of the day, I'm an actor, and I think that's where all my energies will be focused on, and for now it's my clothing line and my foundation.
All right, Ananth and Deepika, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking to the both of you. With that, it's a wrap on our Young Turks special. As always, write in to us with your comments, feedback and suggestions to youngturks@nw18.com. Until next week, from the entire team, goodbye and many thanks for watching.